According to the United Nations, over 3.4 million Nigerians live with HIV/AIDS, with the majority of them suffering from stigmatization and discrimination. The Nigeria Business Coalition Against AIDS and Hersey Health Initiative joined forces to organize a forum themed Zero Discrimination. According to the officials, the forum is a networking session which aims at tackling the menace of HIV/AIDS discrimination in Nigeria, thereby achieving zero discrimination.
We're talking about zero discrimination. The zero discrimination is a concept, and it's a day set aside by the United Nations to address one of the challenges which is actually militating against ending AIDS. You will agree with me that in Africa, especially in Africa, globally, the issue of discrimination is imminent. People discriminate in various forms. But this time around, we want to zero on discrimination against people living with HIV and AIDS. Well, we have all sorts of discrimination, but when it comes to the issue of HIV and AIDS, which has to do with health, then we need to actually address it. And if actually we want to end AIDS by the year 2030, then we just have to address the issue of discrimination.
We strongly believe that HIV and AIDS in itself is not the disease. Stigma is the disease. And we're encouraging the general public to actually imbibe a culture that does not embrace discrimination. After this program, there's a huge opportunity for people living with HIV and AIDS to actually acquire skills and competence that would help them to live to their full potential. So this program in itself is not just a one-off activity. It's an activity that will lead to continuous effort to support, first of all, those who are living with HIV to lead a healthy and productive life, and then also to provide a conducive platform for all stakeholders to be able to accelerate the impact of interventions aimed at ending HIV and AIDS in Nigeria.
Some persons living with HIV/AIDS present at the event shared their experiences as they gave their candid advice.
I believe first and foremost, once you discover you're HIV positive and you start to discriminate or stigmatize yourself on account of that, the society will have every reason to stigmatize you. You have to first conquer self-stigma before you can say you want to fight societal stigma, which we call enacted stigma. I would say conquering self-stigma is the first step towards fighting societal stigma.
I believe that it's extremely important for us to let people be aware of the policies that are in place to actually curb discrimination against people living with HIV and AIDS. Just like we have the anti-discrimination law, and then we have the work policy law, policy on anti-discrimination against people who work in the workplace. I think it's extremely important for us to let people know about these policies, and for people living with HIV and AIDS to actually demand justice using these policies in place. It's also extremely important for us to educate people, especially young people, about the correct ways by which you can actually prevent, the transmission of HIV and AIDS, and also, if you find out that you have been, infected with HIV and AIDS, how you can actually access treatment. It's extremely important for us to build the capacity of healthcare providers to be able to provide youth-friendly services to young people. And of course, it's extremely important for us to include all populations, including the key populations as well, because they are also important. They are humans, and they also have human rights that should be respected and should be upheld.
Persons living with HIV/AIDS were further advised to shun stigmatization and ensure they take advantage of laws set out for them in cases of discrimination.